Previously on Decades That Matter.
Last week we ended on the early 1900s. Now we move on to an exciting decade, the Roaring Twenties.
Welcome to Decades That Matter. I'm your host, Lorene Hoffenpfeffer.
And I'm Corrine Finch. First of all, we'd like to thank A&W for the great mugs.
Today's topic is the Roaring Twenties.
The big story is the Sacco and Vanzetti trial and the huge controversy it caused among American immigrants.
Now to our story reporter.
I'm your news reporter, Desiree Pippin. Starting tonight's story off is some raw, uncut footage of the Sacco Vanzetti robbery.
Watch that off at the distance! Oh, it's a popo! Let's go!
Here with us today is a case historian on the Sacco and Vanzetti trial. Can you please give us some information?
Thanks, Desiree. I'm Connie Baker here at the Jeffersonian. April 15th, 1920 was when it happened. Nicholas Sacco and Bartholomew Vanzetti were accused for the murders of two paymasters, Frederick Parmenter and Alessandro Baradelli, in South Braintree. Several eyewitnesses claimed that the robbers looked Italian.
Hello, I am Maria Valentino, and I was a witness to this heinous crime committed on April 15, 1920. I was attending to my store across the street from the bank when I saw two paymasters taking money to the bank, and then I seen the men that committed the crime. It's so far in my memory that sometimes it makes me cry. Sorry. Once they were opening the door to the bank, they came up behind them and killed them. They killed them with their guns and their knives, and I said, oh my gosh! I called the police. And then I asked you questions about these, and I said, I don't know if this is... I said they look Italian, and that's what we said. And he says, thank you.
What a touching story. Connie, as the immigrants said, the men were believed to be Italian. Many believe that it was also Sacco and Vanzetti. Is this true?
They're not positive that it was Sacco and Vanzetti, but what they are sure of is that it was two Italians. On May 5th, 1920, Sacco and Vanzetti were interviewed about the murders. The actual trial started on May 21st, 1921, and the main evidence against the men is that they were both carrying a gun when they were arrested. The men, however, did have good alibis. Vanzetti was in Plymouth, while Sacco was in Boston with his wife having his photograph taken.
Connie, who was the judge in this case, and what was the controversy behind that?
Webster Thayer was the judge during this trial, and the main controversy is that he was clearly prejudiced against immigrants.
Interesting. And what was the final outcome of the trial?
Well, the trial lasted 7 weeks, and both men were found guilty of first-degree murder and sentenced to death.
Thank you for your time, Connie.
No problem, Desiree.
Now signing off, your reporter, Desiree Pippin.
Desiree,
Thanks, Connie.
be sure to tune in next week.
Here we come, 1930s.
And to close out our show, a word from our sponsors.
Ba-da-dum-dum-dum.